Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had to talk your man out of a drill? Then he make a valid point, so y'all fight for the kill. We run tabs up in spots just to fight for the bill. You know how we play, but this ain't EA. The work fresher than some new ceviche. Drug dealers playing bones, sitting on the PJ. They clapping ass to coke bars. I don't need no DJ. We sent niggas in ghost cars with fully autos to spray. I'm a hustler. I turned YouTube to payday. Took that money, then put a couple bucks in JPay. Bought a tablet for my man so we can see why I stay. He said, wow, I ain't never seen no days ran away. Y'all serve trash, but we scraping the plate. I'm hard enough to make the razor blade break. I'm a boss, I ain't never had no bad bitch flick. I tell her meet me here, she respond, well yeah, that's a date. I met my plug on the back of the train. I was hurting, he gave me a little something for that sprain. Not a worker, but a partner, to this day I remain. I could get you Christmas trees or the fresh candy cane. I don't tuck in my shirt, why would I tuck in my chain? I did my homework, I know where all you niggas be staying. I was cloned first, I hear a lot of me and your sayings. Stuffing 12 skinnies while we watching the Waynes. Bang bang like pops, we flatline all ops. Keyless entry to drops, boat shoes for the yachts. Louis slippers, no tick on the watch. This fresh Yola, non-stick in the pot. I heard it's beef, I got a drum in the chop. I should've been here, is you ready or not? It's Big Lord, nigga. I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Hey yo, open your eyes, you see a real nigga. Most niggas faking be ducking, don't wanna deal with them. My finger pulling the trigger, gotta conceal with them. Hammer with pads, make a tackle on the field with them. Most people trying to might, but ain't like me. Now they getting mad in they feelings, they wanna fight me. But you don't want no problems like that, and that's a fact. If Lord got the Bernie motherfucker on the Mac. Baby girl, getting smarter every day, I'm sure. And a sister like a charm when she shine like a jewel. The pot is full, we dump shit. Niggas got the test and they fail cause they don't know shit. Nigga, I'm the goatest. Mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, said we better off dying young. Rather beat the face by the ear like I'm Tyson. Made in Norfolk, keep on spinning like the wheel of fortune. Change the scene, see the world like the spirit of Norfolk. My rhyme book full of flames like you can't touch it. It's all red like ketchup, they can't muster. Nigga, mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, say we better off dying young. Rather beat the face on a bad bitch till I come, the rap god.
I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Welcome, welcome, welcome to AJ Brown Week. It's now about to be for the 5th or 6th week during a season where we're 7-2 with the number 1 seed, about to be AJ Brown Week again. I am exhausted, to say the least, with this season, man. The defending Super Bowl champion, 7-2. Again, we're about to embark on AJ Brown Week. The media is going to be talking about AJ Brown playing a video game with a streamer, Janky Rondo. I ain't gonna disrespect him and act like I don't know who he is. I've seen his content before. He a Commanders fan. Him and AJ cool. You know what I mean? That's all cool. That's all good. But we're now about to have to talk about this all week long. And you know what? It ain't AJ or Janky Rondo's fault. The more and more I think about it. It ain't neither one of their fault. The more and more I think about what's transpiring right now. You know what I mean? It ain't their fault. Because me and Rondo just had a back and forth on Twitter. He said, if you old and you don't know, but if you don't know how streaming, I just asked the question respectfully. If you're old and you don't know how streaming works, then something like that. Something like that. When I heard it in the Pee Wee Herman voice. You know what I mean? Listen. You stream, you do your thing, man. But I got a couple million views streaming as well, man. You know what I mean? I got a couple million views streaming as well, man. So we ain't gonna play that game. You know what I'm saying? But it's neither one of their fault. It's neither one of their fault, man. It's neither one of their fault, AJ or Janky Rondo. I'm gonna start there because Janky Rondo, in my opinion, inadvertently lined AJ up. Inadvertently lined him up. Didn't know that he was lining him up. And that's just the new generation right now. They don't know. They don't understand the damage, or they don't understand the situations that they can cause just by trying to be lit. They don't understand this. And this is the new generation. I'll give it to you this way in a nutshell. The questions that Janky Rondo asked AJ were simple questions that you ask your friend. You ask these questions. Hey, how you doing? The family good? What's your mental state and all of that stuff? These are the questions you ask your friend. You know what I mean? They are. These are the same questions I asked AJ 2 weeks ago. But the difference is I didn't ask him on a live stream in front of thousands of people. I asked him in private, and I got a thumbs up. I asked him the same questions. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I too struggle with mental health, being a vet. You know what I mean? I sent him a nice message. You know what I'm saying? A nice message. And that's the difference between the new generation and the old generation sometimes. And it's not his fault. And it's not AJ Brown's fault for the things that he said either, if you want me to keep it real. Because what you say to your friend, you don't want to hear the conversations me and my friends have. You don't want to hear the conversations me and D-Lo have, me and Reek have, me and LP Alex. You don't want to hear the conversations we have because those conversations are between us. Those conversations are between us. Now, I'm not going to say maybe he lined him up. Maybe that was a strong way of saying it. But I'm going to say he ain't know. He didn't know. But how could you not know? AJ asked him, how could you not know? How could you not know? How could you not know? And I took it as he's talking about Madden too, because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm confused, man. I'm confused, dude. I'm confused. But then more messages come out from the stream. He's telling fantasy owners, don't pick me on fantasy. He's frustrated. He's frustrated, and he should be frustrated. He has a right to be frustrated. He has a right to be frustrated. But what we can't do is this, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot expect to repeat with this type of shit going on this late in the season. If he's happy, he had his opportunity to voice it when we was closing down near the trade deadline. Being though he was so quiet, in my opinion, I don't think he wanted to go nowhere. I don't. The way that Nick Sirianni and everybody is backing him and the media saying AJ's all in and all of this, I believe that to be true. But at what point do you, the player, say that, damn, I might be putting my team in a bad situation by continuously being in the news when we're supposed to be preparing for the biggest game of the season for us? This is the biggest game of the season for us. And we have to talk about targets for AJ Brown. We're not talking about the career year Smitty is having. Smitty is on a career trajectory right now for a season. We're not talking about none of those things. We're not talking about Jalen Hurts, you know what I mean, playing as well as he's played this season. We're not talking about it. It's like if AJ isn't getting the ball, the offense is automatically broke. Kevin Patullo should be doing something to correct these deficiencies in terms of getting AJ Brown the ball. My stance on it is simple as this, bro. Simple as this at this point. If you are unhappy, you could have said something, and if the Philadelphia Eagles felt he was unhappy, then they could have moved him. Because I don't know if you can win a Super Bowl with this type of just this energy that's around the squad right now, man. At 7-2, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's confusing to say the least. Confusing to say the least. And the player has a responsibility to say, hey, everything I say is being taken out of context. When do I protect myself? This shit is on Bleacher Report now. It's everywhere now. When do I protect myself? As the player, when do I protect myself? When do I protect myself? Do you think that a big-time streamer who's a Commanders fan, right? He's a big-time streamer. I think he got 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Do you think a big-time streamer who's a Commanders fan prefers his friendship over A.J. Brown or for the Commanders to win a Super Bowl? Do you think that? Let's be for real. You're literally sitting down, playing the game with the ops to an extent. You're literally having these conversations with the opposition. He was at the NFC Championship game, sitting there when we beat the shit out of him. He was sad because they lost. He wasn't happy that AJ and them went to the Super Bowl. He wasn't. Like, let's keep it a bean, man. I'm big on talking to the people that really, truly has your best interest in mind, man. And I'm not even going to say homie lame for that, bro. He just doing what he's supposed to do, bro. He doing what he's supposed to do, bro. I played Madden with a couple of these NFL guys, man. You want to know where it didn't go? It didn't go on YouTube or Twitch or nothing like that. Because we talking real shit, man. We kicking real shit. This is how I'm cut, man. How you doing? How the family doing? I don't have to ask these questions in public in front of a million people to check on my friend, bro. I don't gotta do that, bro. But this is the age we in, bro, because although the questioning wasn't damaging, you know what I'm saying? Although it wasn't a bad gesture, but it can be we're in the age of information where these things can be taken out of context, bro. We're in the age of information where things can be taken out of context, man. That's what this is all about, taking shit out of context, man. And hypothetically, let's say AJ Brown is unhappy. Hypothetically, I'm not saying that he's unhappy or not. Hypothetically, let's say he's happy. Do you think you'll be more happy in a Cleveland Browns uniform? Targets are not more important than winning, and some people will have to learn that the hard way. Look at Jamar Chase. He's livid over there, bro. Livid over there, man. Justin Jefferson isn't happy right now. You want to know why? Because these teams are probably not going to the playoffs. At some point, when do you say you're a three-time All-Pro? You know what I mean? You average 1,000 yards a season. You know what I mean? You've won Super Bowls. You've done enough. Like, at some point, winning has to be what defines you in the end, because you've been extended 3 times. Winning is what will define these guys after a certain amount of time, man. It simply is. I understand AJ, but I'm more of an Eagles fan than I am in terms of understanding why somebody would want to get his, because we 7-2. That's more important to me than somebody having individual success. We 7-2. But at the same time, I understand that Kevin Patullo and the offense have to do things to get AJ Brown involved. That's why you paid him, bro. Like, let's think of it in this sense. You don't have to pay nobody $30 million a year to barely use him, man. Darius Cooper can do what AJ Brown is doing for cheaper. He can. He can do what he's doing for cheaper. Shane Steichen had no problem getting A.J. Brown the ball. Kellen Moore had no problem getting A.J. Brown the ball. These guys had no problem getting A.J. Brown the ball. Why is it so hard for the Philadelphia Eagles to throw this guy the ball 7+ times a week? I don't understand it. David Sasson, thank you for the super chat. I know AJ is frustrated, but let's not act like the offense is struggling. Yes, a win is a win, and I know he's happy about it, but how can you blame him when they have him doing cardio? If it comes to him or Patullo, yes, if it comes down to AJ Brown or Kevin Patullo, Patullo gotta go. Patullo gotta go. Patullo gotta go if it comes down between AJ Brown and Kevin Patullo. Patullo gotta go. I understand that. Man. Cool Eagle SME TV, thank you for the super chat. Fangio told Jair he wasn't good enough, that hurt. Hey, he told him the truth, and I respect Fangio for that. He said, "I meant isn't struggling. My bad, LB." But no, I get what you say. I get what you're saying, and I have a theory. I have a theory on that. Let me read this super chat real quick. I got a theory on that. Taekwon Fortnite, thank you for the super chat. Teams are double coveraging and bracketing AJ. He's not open as much as he thinks. Jalen is not the type to risk it. When we're winning, he protects the ball. Kevin got to make those adjustments. I agree. First of all, for everybody that want to say the offense is bad, I'm not one of those guys that like I was bad. I was down bad on Kevin Patullo in the beginning of the season, but in the last 3 games, the offense was really, really good in 2 of the last 3 games. One of these games was against the number one pass defense in the league. Now, we know the Giants are the Giants, but they beat us before, and they had our offense looking pedestrian in the first loss. The offense was really, really good 2 weeks in a row. Now, coming off of a bye, going to Lambeau against a defense that has held teams to under 15 4 times this year, 15 or under, I believe. We still win a defensive chess match. Now the offense is back to being bad all of a sudden. I don't subscribe to that, bro. I don't subscribe to that, man. I don't subscribe to that because every week you can't come out. Bro, the Eagles have only had one 4,000 passing yard quarterback in the history of our franchise. And it was a guy we don't even like talking about no more in Carson Wentz. We've only done that one time. Where do Eagles fans get off with this sense of thinking that somehow we are the greatest show on turf in terms of throwing the ball? What are you talking about? Like, where do we get off thinking that that's our identity? We've never had that in our franchise history. We've never had this prolific air attack. What we have right now is an efficient quarterback who makes the best out of 25 pass attempts every year, because that's what you have to do in the postseason. In the postseason, you have to minimize how many times you throw the ball. Everybody shrinks the amount of times they throw the ball in the postseason. Like, we got to get out the mindset of thinking that everything is so bad because the scoreboard wasn't what we thought it was. We won the game 10-7 on the road. The first time the Packers lost back-to-back games at Lambeau since 2018. And we're sitting in here with the Detroit Lions coming into town, the biggest game on our schedule to date. And we got to talk about bullshit all week. We got to talk about bullshit all week. I respect Jair Alexander's decision, by the way. Let me get into that. He said he's stepping away from football. He want to get his mental right, his physical right. I respect everybody that do anything in the efforts to strengthen their mental health. I expect anybody that do anything in the efforts to strengthen their mental health, bro. So I'm cool with that, man. You can't miss what you ain't never had. Although I did want to see him with us, but hey, it just panned out the way it panned out. It panned out the way it panned out. It did. We play the Lions next week, man. And AJ Brown is still disgruntled, bro. And now what's going to happen is we're going to force feed him the ball when he should be worked into the game plan, bro. We had all game. That's why that dumbass play call happened at the end of the game. That's why they went rogue, because Jalen or the coaches, somebody felt as though they had to take a shot with AJ Brown when you had time to do it, dial up a shot in the game, bro. In the game. I don't feel confident against the game. I don't feel confident against the Lions this week. I'm not going to lie. I don't feel confident against the Lions this week because of the outside shit that we dealing with. It's not about the personnel. It's not that I don't think my team is better than the Lions. At some point, too much distraction can be tough on the locker room. It can be tough on the locker room. It can be tough on the locker room, man. What are we going to do? No, we're not forcing the ball to Saquon Barkley. What we're doing is running the ball because that's what you have to do to win games. You have to keep defenses honest by running the ball. I don't have a problem with running the ball, but you do have opportunity with A.J. Brown, and the opportunities they just aren't being taken at times, man. And it's frustrating. And it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I have no problem with the question that was asked by the streamer. I have no problem with the question that was asked by the streamer. I do, but there has to be some part of this that I don't even like. Maybe the context is he talking about the game, whatever. But he said, hey, don't pick me up on fantasy. He said a couple other things that's like, bro, like if you're really this unhappy, man, then you should have been talking like this while the trade deadline was getting near. It was very, very quiet from his side. It was very quiet from his side, bro. It was very quiet from his side when the trade deadline was looming. And I'm just keeping it a beam, man. I've sugarcoated a lot of things I wanted to say on these situations because the player and the man are two different things. They're both great individually in their own right. But I'm not going to lie and act like I'm not. I agree with how he's handled any of these things, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't agree with the way he handled 90% of this shit this year, bro. And again, it's really not his fault. It's really not his fault. He's been getting the ball his whole time here in Philly, his whole career. This year, he's not getting the ball. But why isn't Kevin Patullo doing something about it? Shaq QB, thank you for the super chat, man. Unpopular opinion, I actually don't think the offense was bad versus Green Bay. Jalen fumbled in the red zone and missed Calcaterra wide open, which would have set us up nice. That's 14 points right there. Yeah, I agree, man. I don't think it's a very unpopular opinion. I'm on board with you, man. I don't think the offense was bad either against Green Bay, man. I don't, man. A lot of people see the point total and think the offense was bad. Jalen threw for 180 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Saquon ran for 60 yards. It would have been more if he didn't get tripped. But like I said, man, people think we should have put up more points. People think that we got Randy Moss and all. I don't know what people think. Yes, we have a great team, but we're not constructed to have an air shootout. That's not how our team is built. That's not how our team is built, man. You got Saquon Barkley, too. Saquon Barkley. You have to run the ball, too. Dallas Goedert's having a great. We have a good team. Like it's only one ball, bro. It's only one ball. Sam, thank you for the super chat. What does forcing AJ the ball mean? We talking about a 3-time All-Pro, top 5 in the league. Get him the ball. Simple. I listen. I agree with what you're saying, bro. But we're talking about get him the ball, get him the ball, get him the ball, like it's just AJ and a bunch of other weapons that aren't good around him. We're talking like it's just AJ, and we need a number 2 wide receiver. Bro, anybody could get the ball in this offense, bro, and make a good play. We shouldn't be handcuffed to saying get him the ball specifically. Everybody should be touching the rock, bro. Everybody touches the rock, but it's only one of them, bro. It's only one of them. When we start having to deviate to make one player out of 10 great players happy, then that's when things can go wrong. Because that's when you stop looking for other great players who are wide open. You stop looking for other great players. Everybody's good on this offense, bro. So it's like, I get it. He a 3-time All-Pro, but he playing with guys that are good, bro. That's why we won the Super Bowl. You can't win the Super Bowl just having one 3-time All-Pro at wide receiver. Ask the Bengals. Ask the Bengals. Ask the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is an All-Pro every year, damn near. Come on, bro. When you got weapons, you got to spread the pill, man. And you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Malik Carr, thank you for the super chat. But there's opportunities out there for him. 10 points ain't gonna beat the Lions, but it beat y'all though. Ken, you wasn't here yesterday. You wasn't here yesterday. It beat y'all though. Like we beat y'all. Y'all on like a 2-game losing streak. It be the hypocrisy of some of you guys, bro. It be the hypocrisy, man. It be the hypocrisy, man. You know, if we lose to the Lions, it's gonna be because we distracted by outside shit right now at this point, man. We are in the second half of the season, man. Coming off of a bye. coming off of a bye. AJ Brown missed the game before the bye. I think this was AJ's second time missing the game this season. His numbers is down. Trust me, I understand his frustration, bro. I understand his frustration. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand his frustration. But you're 7-2, man. You're 7-2. It would behoove you to be positive about the situation, because positive thoughts bring positive outcomes. Positive thoughts bring positive outcomes, man. Be positive about the situation. Understand that your opportunities will come, and make the best of your opportunities when you get them. Understand, man. And that's maturity right there, man. 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 And when I say I'm frustrated with the situation, it's like, bro, I'm trying to talk about the Lions, bro. This is a big, big game, man. A big game. And from tomorrow on, we're going to be talking about what was said in this stream, bro. I wouldn't even care if we wasn't going to talk about it, but I know Philadelphia Talk Radio. I know the national media. This has been feeding their streams and their clicks and their views all season. AJ Brown is about to make sure people have a great Christmas, because the content is about to roll for the month of November. Those Christmas streaming checks are about to be great off of the frustration of the best wide receiver who ever put on Midnight Green. Kevin Patullo got to get him the ball, and he just got to like be positive, bro. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. That's all I can say. Jamar Chase would love to be here in Philly, of course. That's all I can say, man. And the crazy thing about it is like, you know, I feel like Youngin lined him without knowing he lined him, because of course you're going to get him talking, bro. That's why you got him on the stream. Of course you know he might not have the best things to say, man. And I don't even think he asked him nothing specifically about the team, so it's like a joint L that they both got to hold. I mean, it's no L to be had, man. He said what he said, man. He said what he said. This ain't the first time. We shouldn't even be shocked at this point, bro. He said what he said, or what he said was taken out of context. However it go, because I'm like I said, I'm just as confused as everybody else. Ask me if I would trade AJ Brown right now. No. But should the Eagles have probably moved on? Maybe, bro. If he's this unhappy, seemingly, maybe. But then if you ask him if he want to be here, he say he want to be here. Like, bro, what is going on? What is going on? You ask him if he want to be here, he say, yeah, I want to be here. They say, this is my home. They say the generic stuff that they say, man. They say it. I don't know if they have to say it or not. But this is the thing, Eagles Nation and Eagles front office. You can't keep nobody that don't want to stay, man. You can't hold the man hostage, man. We didn't even accept no calls for him, man. That's how we know we value him, bro. We didn't accept no calls for him. We know we love the guy, bro. But this has been a season of just unfortunate attention that we don't need right now, bro. Now is the offense. The offense was good 2 straight games. The offense was great 2 straight games. We were talking about Jalen Hurts being on an MVP trajectory. That's how well the offense was clicking. Now, all of a sudden, the offense is bad again. I don't buy that. I don't subscribe to that, bro. You played the good team. You came out with a tough, gritty win. That is what it is, man. That is what it is, man. That is what it is, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, to say the least, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm tired of it, man. That shit is draining at this point. It's like, you know what I mean? Like if this is the case, if you don't want to be here, then say that, bro. You could have requested a trade. You could have done anything, man. You could have done anything. But the games we playing right now are not conducive to the squad, bro. That's the facts, bro. That's the facts. And I'm an Eagles fan before anything, man, because I'm going to be making my content when these guys retire, get traded, whatever, bro. I'm going to be 65 sitting right here talking about what happened at the game. All these guys will be retired, man. If you don't want to be here and it's affecting you this much, then a trade should have been requested. If that's the case, because I don't know what the case is, bro. I don't know what the case is. And if the Eagles want him here, which I can say that's the case because they didn't trade him. If the Eagles want him here, then Kevin Patullo got to be better at getting him involved. Just get him involved, bro. That's all it takes. Get him involved. Like, how hard is a target a quarter? How hard is that, bro? At the minimum, a target a quarter. How hard is calling your man's number at least once a quarter, bro? I just don't think that's hard. I don't. You know what I mean? I just don't think that that's hard to do, bro. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, the Lions are looking at this. You know what the Lions are going to do? This is what I would do if I was the Lions. If I'm the Lions, I probably would make sure he doesn't get the ball. You know what I mean? I probably would make sure he don't get the ball. You know what I mean? I probably would make sure he don't get the ball, because how would that affect his psyche? Now it's psychological warfare now. It's psychological warfare, bro, at this point. It's psychological warfare, man, because how would it affect his psyche, bro? You know what I mean? How would it affect his psyche, man? Everybody, listen, the Giants and Dayball, they tried to play on it. They tried to say, you know, something about AJ Brown, it's opportunities for him to get the ball, but he's not getting the ball type shit. They tried to play on it, man. But it's coaching malpractice, man. It's coaching malpractice for sure, to a degree. You know what I mean? It's coaching malpractice. And then a small other side of it is that, bro, it's a lot of mouths to feed, bro. It's a lot of mouths to feed, man. It's a lot of mouths to feed, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of mouths to feed, man. It's simply a lot of mouths to feed. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, it's not even really on homie, man. It's not even really on homie. You can't control how somebody gonna react to a question that you asked them, bro. You can't. You ain't in control of that, man. You ain't in control of that. But, you know, I'm just from the class of, you know, sometimes you got to protect people from themselves, bro. And I think that that's the definition of being a friend. But, you know, you don't learn those things until you get older. Sometimes you got to protect people from themselves, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to protect people from themselves. You know what I mean? You got to protect people from themselves, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, there was opportunities. If you know, they've asked AJ Brown every week if you want to be here, bro. He say he want to be here. So, you know, I take what he says as face value. Me having a couple interactions with him since he's been an Eagle, I take it all. I take it all at face value. You know what I mean? When somebody says something, that's what I believe. So I believe he wants to be here. I do. But I also believe he's frustrated, and he should be frustrated. We're not going to act like he shouldn't be. We're not going to be like, just shut up and play, y'all. Win him. No, bro. You got to get him the ball more than what you're doing, bro. You got to do more for him, bro. You know what I mean? The slant has disappeared from the offense. Well, if you look at the tape, I saw Green Bay deliberately take the slant away one time. Like, people are game planning for the slant, but there's ways to beat that as well. When you see a team is game planning for the slant, then you run a slug up. You run a sluggo. And AJ and Jalen know about those things as well. You know what I mean? People say I think Rondo purposely did that. I don't know if he purposely did that, man. You know, he could have just been axing him, bro. But like, you can't control AJ response, man. You can't control AJ response. You can't control AJ response, man. You cannot control AJ response, man. So like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, you got to get him the ball, bro. That's the only way. That's the only way, man. You got to get him the ball, bro. You got to get him the ball. And sometimes games can be ugly. Sometimes it can be 8 targets, 4 receptions for 70 yards, bro. That's not even ugly, bro. But you just got to get him the ball. I missed your super chat. My bad. I don't care if it's a screen pass, manufacture some touches for this dude, whether AJ is happy or not. The product on the field is not good. Yeah, the product on the field is. But can we say that going off this last game? If you take the last 3 games in totality, I don't think the offense was bad, bro. Not once have I seen Smitty complaining. I ain't see Smitty complaining. I ain't see Saquon complaining. I don't see none of these guys really complaining, man. I don't see none of these guys complaining. When you and Philly Mike gonna do a GOAT talk? We was just I just talked to Mike the other day. We were supposed to do one. You know what I mean? We were supposed to do one, but it hasn't materialized yet. It hasn't materialized yet. You know, we still trying to work out the bugs on what we trying to do. You know what I mean? We still trying to work out the bugs on what we trying to do. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But you know, I'm just looking around the landscape of things. Let's look around the landscape of things, see what's going on. And you know, we got to start talking about the Lions, man, because I mean, at the end of the day, man, if we make this a topic, then it could get ugly for us, man. It can get ugly for us if we make this a topic. It can get ugly for us, man, because we got to focus on the Detroit Lions, man. This is about winning the Super Bowl for me, man. This is about winning a Super Bowl for me. It's about winning a Super Bowl for me, man. It's not about nothing more and nothing that. You know what I mean? We gotta get right, man. We gotta get right. We gotta get right. We gotta get right, man. And like I said, he got a right to not be happy about the offense, man. And that don't mean that it's an indictment on Jalen Hurts. That's where a lot of people get wrapped up, man. People don't bring up Smitty only eating because AJ draws the coverage. I mean, Smitty and AJ both are able to eat without nobody drawing coverage for them, man. They're both elite. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, man, it's up to it's up to the front office to say if we're going to, we got to put an emphasis on getting him some touches and getting him some separation. It's not a route that he can't run. The problem is they only drawn up a few routes for him, from what I see, for real. They only drawn up a few routes for him. And also you got to understand, you are AJ Brown, bro. A lot of people are like the run game hasn't been great this year at all. So guys really can stop us without extra resources. So they can kind of put extra eyes on AJ Brown. That's another thing that's not being talked about. You know, and Rome, you know, it's a good point, Rome. This is a good point, man. AJ's body language also says that he's unhappy. His body language also says that he's unhappy. And that's when things start to get bad. That's when things start to get bad. His body language says, I'm frustrated. You know, everything says I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. His body language says it, man. You know, his posture says it. The way he's moving around says it, and we know why he's frustrated. He has valid reasons to be frustrated. Valid reasons to be frustrated. But also at the same time, you still have to conduct yourself like a professional. I'm not saying that he's not giving 100% or nothing like that, but you gotta. I don't even know how you fix this, man. I don't know how you fix this. The only way you can fix this is by getting the ball. Only way you can fix this is by getting them the ball. The only way. The only way that this can be fixed is by getting the ball. But just like you're not happy with the offense, that's cool. Like he said these things in the media before. The passing game got to get better. We said all of these things before. But you know, when are we going to knock on the coach's doors and stuff like that behind scenes and have these conversations? Like when are we going to knock on the coach's doors? When are we going to talk to Kevin Patullo? When are conversations going to be held? Because the body language of AJ Brown says to me that there's a high chance that these conversations aren't being had, which is why they come out in the manner of frustration, the way that they are. Like, if I'm unpleasant about something that happened during work and I feel like I need to talk to my coworkers, I'm probably not going to leave until I do that. I'm probably not going to leave until I do that. We got a rare opportunity, man. And there's still so much opportunity left for people to get their numbers and people to get their touches, bro. You know what I mean? I can't never be mad at a wide receiver that want the ball more because we know what he do when he get the ball. So it's like, why are we not schematically drawing up game plans for AJ Brown to get the ball? AJ Brown should always be the first or the second option in the passing game. He should never be the third option in the passing game. It's just as simple as that, man. And, you know, the offensive play caller, they got to deal with that, man. They got to deal with that, man. LB, we really have a Nick problem again. How does Campbell go to the media even saying he needs to get Jameis Williams the ball more? We need a coach more devoted to their players. I mean, I think Nick has said these things too. I don't think that this is a Nick Sirianni issue, bro. I don't think this is a Nick Sirianni issue, man. But they got a lot of mouths to feed. They got a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit, man. They got a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit. They got a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit, man. So, you know, we just got to see how this will play out because this could either make or break the season. And I feel like if this turmoil makes or breaks the season, you have to go get a new offensive coordinator. It doesn't make sense to have a high-priced complainer. He doesn't want to be used how the coaches want to use him, so move him. We have too much talent on the offense to Jekyll and Hyde personality. This coach sucks. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. It's no point in having a guy this expensive and not find ways to get him the ball. I agree, man. Smitty did complain. Obviously, the team is not listening. AJ has no other option. You think he hasn't talked to the team? You disrespecting this man's character. I didn't say that. I said the way that he's carrying himself, there's a high chance that he didn't have multiple conversations with the front office. There seems to be multiple things in the media. There seems to be multiple ways he's being outspoken for sure. You know what I mean? But like, I think AJ Brown is a captain on his team. AJ Brown has a voice. If something is being said, I think that they would listen to AJ Brown. When AJ doesn't meet his numbers, now it's a problem. Cool Eagle, SNE TV. He's not getting the ball, bro. He ain't getting the ball. It's Warby, thank you for the super chat. Dan Campbell took over play call, and then Williams went for 6 catches, 119 yards, and a touchdown. Nick Sirianni's not going to take over play calling because Kevin Patullo is his friend. And then at the end of the day, I don't even think Nick Sirianni is a great play caller. I don't think Nick Sirianni is a great play caller. But maybe we need Nick Sirianni to call the plays down the stretch. Maybe we need. But how many teams are going to make an adjustment at 7-2, bro? How many teams are going to make an adjustment at 7-2? You know, I wonder what ownership is saying about this. What is Jeffrey Lurie's opinion? Hey, we're spending this amount of money on him. Try to work him into the game plan more. If I'm the owner, that's what I would say. I wouldn't tell you how to do your job, but hey, man, I signed this check because this is a guy that needs the ball. This is a guy that needs the ball, man. It's as simple as that, man. It's a guy that needs the ball. It's a guy. It's a guy that needs the ball, bro. It's a guy that needs the ball. And it's not like we can't get him the ball. It's just like we just aren't getting him the ball. Like Dallas Goedert is getting touches. Smitty is getting touches. You know, it just seems like this year, AJ is just seemingly the odd man out when he should never be the odd man out. You know what I mean? Jay from Jersey said only real ones know what this means. What did that mean? You know what I mean? Rome said LB ain't wrong. AJ been wanting to crash out since week 1. I feel AJ, but the issue extended beyond him. He needs to be in KP era on the sideline, not the press. I mean, it ain't really the press though, man. He's playing the game with one of his streamer friends, and you know what I mean. The stream got out. You know what was said on the stream got out. What was said on the stream got out, and you know that's always the case, man. That's always the case. That's always the case, man. So, you know, like I said again, man, I can't even blame homie, man. I can't blame homie, bro. I can't blame homie. That's a part of what homie do, man. He streams with athletes, you know what I mean? He cool with AJ. I can't even blame homie, man. So maybe a part of me, maybe some of that was unfair for me to blame homie, man. That ain't even, you know what I mean? That ain't his responsibility, bro. That ain't his responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even blame homie, man. I'm gonna go on Twitter and apologize to homie now because we had a little back and forth. I can't even blame homie, man. Homie was doing, homie ain't did nothing wrong, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this on live right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it didn't even homie. Yeah, homie ain't did nothing wrong, man. He was streaming, asking me a question. You know what I mean? Janky needs to worry about the struggling Commanders team. I mean, he ain't do nothing wrong, bro. They said AJ got to make an effort to get the ball like Smitty do. You know, I don't know. I don't know what even really comes into play with that though, man. I can't say I don't when I see AJ play, I don't see AJ not giving effort, man. I don't see AJ not giving effort when I see AJ play. So I'm not questioning AJ Brown effort, man. You know what I mean? I'm questioning seeing AJ Brown running across the field on crossing routes that he can take 100 yards and not being used. You know what I mean? That's what I'm questioning, man. Like it's like easy throws that aren't being made to AJ Brown. You about to roll bit?
Yeah.
Okay. You need anything?
Oh, I'll text you.
You text me what? Okay.
I need.
All right.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Smitty and AJ are extremely close. They are close, but you know, at the end of the day, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, listen, this is the thing, man. Why you gotta come through my man cave to leave? You don't have to use my door to leave. I could have left out upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted me to see how bad you was. You're going out into the world looking real nice. I will say that. Going out into the world looking like somebody care about you now. You know what I'm saying? You get back here safe. Buddy tripping. AJ is starting to irk me with all the talking. I mean, at the beginning, when I first saw it, I'm like, yeah, it's a little worrisome. It's tiring. It is, but it's like, bro, at some point, not getting the ball gotta be tiring too, bro. Like let's be for real, man. Let's be for real, man. Not getting the ball gotta be tiring, bro. Like this is like every week, every time this man play, he ain't getting the ball. You don't think that's tiring too? I gotta do my due diligence and look at this shit from both sides of the coin, man. I gotta do my due diligence and look at this shit from both sides of the coin, bro. I got to, man. You know what I mean? I got to, man. But, you know, he said, no, D-Lo said, no, LB, don't coddle him, man. He grown. Talk to your boss. It's not social media. I agree. I agree with all of that, bro. I agree with all that. And I'm not coddling him, bro. I feel what he going through to an extent, bro. I feel what he going through. Love AJ, but chill, bro. Be happy for your bro Smitty having a career year. Jalen also ball and chill. I mean, yeah, there are things you can be happy about. The guys is eating. AJ has had nobody ain't like. I don't know if he feels like his spot is not the same because we're winning and he don't have much of an effect on it that he think he does, but he has an extreme effect on the success of this team. You should be happy that we don't need you to be Superman for us to win. You know what I mean? But, you know, I think he handling it wrong to an extent, but we just got to see how that go, man. But, man, this video brought to you by Sleeper, man. Y'all know what Sleeper we bringing to the table, man. Y'all know, man. Y'all know. Use code LBSBMVP. They also giving out a free $20 deposit. No entry needed. You know what I'm saying? No entry needed at all. When you use code LBSBMVP, you also going to get a $100 deposit match up to $100. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you use code LBSBMVP via Sleeper. So make sure y'all check that out, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. We're going to tap in again today, probably tomorrow. But, yeah, man, get prepared for a long week of things that we don't even want to discuss. You know what I mean? Because we should be talking about the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had to talk your man out of a drill? Then he make a valid point, so y'all fight for the kill. We run tabs up in spots just to fight for the bill. You know how we play, but this ain't EA. The work fresher than some new ceviche. Drug dealers playing bones, sitting on the PJ. They clapping ass to coke bars. I don't need no DJ. We sent niggas in ghost cars with fully autos to spray. I'm a hustler. I turned YouTube to payday. Took that money, then put a couple bucks in JPay. Bought a tablet for my man so he could see where I stay. He said, wow, I ain't never seen no days ran away. Y'all serve trash, but we scraping the plate. I'm hard enough to make the razor blade break. I'm a boss. I ain't never had no bad bitch flick. I tell her meet me here. She respond, well, yeah, that's a date. I met my plug on the back of the train. I was hurting. He gave me a little something for that sprain. Not a worker, but a partner to this day I remain. I could get you Christmas trees or the fresh candy cane. I don't tuck in my shirt. Why would I tuck in my chain? I did my homework. I know where all you niggas be staying. I was cloned first. I hear a lot of me and your sayings. Stuffing 12 skinnies while we watching the Waynes. Bang bang like pops. We flatline all ops. Keyless entry to drops. Boat shoes for the yachts. Louis slippers. No tick on the watch. This fresh Yola. Non-stick in the pot. I heard it's beef. I got a drum in the chop. I should have been here. Is you ready or not? It's Big Lord, nigga. I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Hey yo, open your eyes, you see a real nigga. Most niggas faking be ducking, don't wanna deal with them. My finger pulling the trigger, gotta conceal with them. Hammer with pads, make a tackle on the field with them. Most people trying to might, but ain't like me. Now they getting mad in they feelings, they wanna fight me. But you don't want no problems like that, and that's a fact. If Lord got the Bernie motherfucker on the Mac. Baby girl, getting smarter every day, I'm sure. And a sister like a charm when she shine like a jewel. The pot is full, we dump shit. Niggas got the test and they fail, cause they don't know shit. Nigga, I'm the goatest. Mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, said we better off dying young. Rather beat the face by the ear like I'm Tyson. Made in Norfolk, keep on spinning like the wheel of fortune. Change the scene, see the world like the spirit of Norfolk. My rhyme book full of flames like you can't touch it. It's all red like ketchup, they can't muster. Nigga, mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, say we better off dying young. Rather beat the face on a bad bitch till I come, the rap god.
I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had to talk your man out of a drill? Then he make a valid point, so y'all fight for the kill. We run tabs up in spots just to fight for the bill. You know how we play, but this ain't EA. The work fresher than some new ceviche. Drug dealers playing bones, sitting on the PJ. They clapping ass to coke bars, I don't need no DJ. We sent niggas in ghost cars with fully autos to spray. I'm a hustler, I turned YouTube to payday. Took that money, then put a couple bucks in JPay. Bought a tablet for my man so he could see where I stay. He said, wow, I ain't never seen no days ran away. Y'all serve trash, but we scraping the plate. I'm hard enough to make the razor blade break. I'm a boss, I ain't never had no bad bitch flick. I tell her meet me here, she respond, well yeah, that's a date. I met my plug on the back of the train. I was hurting, he gave me a little something for that sprain. Not a worker, but a partner, to this day I remain. I could get you Christmas trees or the fresh candy cane. I don't tuck in my shirt, why would I tuck in my chain? I did my homework, I know where all you niggas be staying. I was cloned first, I hear a lot of me and your sayings. Stuffing 12 skinnies while we watching the Waynes. Bang bang like pops, we flatline all ops. Keyless entry to drops, boat shoes for the yachts. Louis slippers, no tick on the watch. This fresh Yola, non-stick in the pot. I heard it's beef, I got a drum in the chop. I should've been here, is you ready or not? It's big Lord, nigga. I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Hey yo, open your eyes, you see a real nigga. Most niggas faking be ducking, don't wanna deal with them. My finger pulling the trigger, gotta conceal with them. Hammer with pads, make a tackle on the field with them. Most people trying to might, but ain't like me. Now they getting mad in they feelings, they wanna fight me. But you don't want no problems like that, and that's a fact. If Lord got the Bernie motherfucker on the Mac. Baby girl, getting smarter every day, I'm sure. And a sister like a charm when she shine like a jewel. The pot is full, we dump shit. Niggas got the test and they fail cause they don't know shit. Nigga, I'm the goatest. Mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, said we better off dying young. Rather beat the face by the ear like I'm Tyson. Made in Norfolk, keep on spinning like the wheel of fortune. Change the scene, see the world like the spirit of Norfolk. My rhyme book full of flames like you can't touch it. It's all red like ketchup, they can't muster. Nigga, mama, come get your son. He laying in a tub full of ducks like Reverend Run. The world changed souls, say we better off dying young. rather beat the face on a bad bitch till I come, the rap god.
I could talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.